Yo, 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 it's your boy Casual Rail with the Silent A podcast. And man, we're back with another one and a quick one at that. Yo, hit that like button, comment below, subscribe if you got the time. We appreciate that love. We're going quick, we're going fast. And for this one, we get straight into it. It's the likes of Tszyu, return of the real one, return of the man, return of the fighting man. April 6, 2025, he knocked out the likes of Joseph Spencer, aka Mr. Joey Spencer, the young American. And we say KO, it was really a TKO stoppage. You know, his corner stopped the fight there towards the end of the fourth round. And it was a good scrap. You know, we called it right on our 3-minute fight drill, our 3-minute fight breakdowns. Keep checking those out. We got a whole series of those. But what we didn't call right is a stoppage. I knew, Tszyu was going to win this scrap. I knew he was going to come back. I knew he was going to pressure right. I knew he was going to let his hands go. But I wasn't too sure about that stoppage. And sure enough, I wasn't sure about an early stoppage. For those who called it right, you got that right. But all in all, the right man won. And I'm glad that he's back. I'm glad that he's fighting smarter. I liked what I saw from the likes of Tszyu. He was letting his hands go, but he was letting them go smartly. He actually thought about his offense through that entire fight. You could see it. He wasn't just bulldozing. He just wasn't just rushing in, trying to get the knockout. He just wasn't, just letting them go with no thought. We like that as fans. It's a fan-friendly fight, but it'll get you hurt and get you hurt quick. And I think that's what got him knocked out in his last fight with Murtaev. Now that I see that he understands his mistakes, and that's what you really want to see from a fighter, and that's how you can tell a good fighter from an okay fighter. And how you tell a great fighter from a good fighter is not only did they understand how they lost, they took that loss, they took what they learned and implemented it into their new skill set and perfected. That's what makes a great fighter. Right now, Tszyu is a damn good fighter, above average at that. He will soon be a great fighter, but we got to see. We got to see when he gets to take on the likes of Keith one-time Thurman, the legend himself. That is the road, that is the path that is next. That's all planned, all signed, sealed, and delivered. They will announce that fight towards the end of April from what we're hearing. Now, we know a lot of people also want to throw in the likes of that Fundora rematch. I really don't want to see that right now for the likes of Tszyu. Yes, I thought he won the first fight with Fundora. I think he should have got the split decision nod. I thought he did the better work. I thought he hurt Fundora more. That gash was just, it is what it was. If it wasn't for that, he might even knocked out Fundora in that fight. But the reason I don't want to see it just yet, I want to see him implement what he's been learning. I want to make sure that he can do this against another great and rebuild that fight. And that great he could fight right now and rebuild that and keep building on his name, keep building on his legacy is Keith one-time Thurman. Now, rumor has it that, Virgil Ortiz might sneak his way in here, but rumor on the streets, Virgil might actually get a shot at Earl the Truth Spence. Or should I say it the other way around? Earl the Truth Spence is trying to sneak his way over to Virgil Ortiz. I also don't want to see that. But sticking on topic here, we got the likes of Tszyu, the real one. He's back. He's learning. He's implementing what he's learning. He's showing he has different levels. More importantly, he's showing that he is a smart fighter. That is the most important thing to me. It shows that he's listening to his corner and he still has his confidence. He still is a fighting man and a true warrior. Now let's head to the Keith one-time Thurman fight. How does this go down? It's supposed to go down late this summer, early fall at the latest. I think this is the time for Tszyu, to choose. Who does he really want to be? Does he want to be a legend? Does he want to be one of the greats? Does he want to be one of the pound for pounds? He's got to go take on that big task, because I tell you right now, Keith one-time Thurman is no joke. And if I had to pick right now, Keith one-time Thurman is probably still the favorite, even though he's had a long layoff. Yeah, he took on Brock Jarvis and knocked him out. That's way less competition, even lesser than Joseph Spencer, Joey Spencer. But you can see the skill set. You can see the Hall of Fame talent there in Keith one-time Thurman. A man that's taken 3 years off. Hell, he really only fought one time in 5 years, still had his skill set. And once he got comfortable, knocked off a little bit of that ring rust, he was changing levels and hitting hard. This is the time for Tszyu to seize his moment, seize the crown, seize this opportunity, and get that torch from Keith one-time Thurman and then go avenge his loss to Sebastian Fundora or whoever thinks they want to get in his way, because he should get a title shot after the likes of Keith one-time Thurman. It's going to be a tough task. It's going to be a good fight, a lot of fanfare. It's obviously probably going to be back down in Australia, but I wouldn't mind seeing it in the States. I would go live and direct to see that fight, and I'll tell you right now, I'll be torn. I already said it. I know it's still going to be Keith one-time Thurman. It's probably going to be the favorite on the betting odds and betting standards, but I would have to see their workouts, their camps, and everything. But right now, if you told me today it's 50-50, and if I had to tilt it one way, then yes, I'll go with Keith one-time Thurman. But that's no disrespect to Tszyu. He's a real one. He's a real warrior, a true fighter, and he's back. Now, we can't take too much from the Joseph Spencer fight because a lot of us thought, Joe was going to actually put in a little bit more effort, a little bit more work than what he did. I thought he was going to be a little bit more defensively sound and move around and not get caught as cleanly as he was. But it's still good to see the mental state of Tszyu showing that he's still willing to throw hands and still willing to commit violence in that ring. And what's most impressive, as we already said, he's committing that violence smartly, in spurts, thinking about defense, thinking about his punches, and getting them in there at the right time in the right placement. That's a dangerous Tszyu. That's a Tszyu you really want to see back in that ring. I'm glad he's back. I'm glad he got that confidence back. We asked the question about 30, 40 days ago, was it too early for Tszyu to return? Was the 2 back-to-back losses too much on his mentality? Did he need to take a break and then get a tune-up shot? Well, he answered that for us. April 6, 2025. The real one is back. Salute to that man. Salute to that warrior. Salute to Tszyu. It's your boy Cash Real with the Sane Podcast. Man, hit that like button. Comment below. Subscribe. We appreciate that love. Until the next time. Peace.